Hello, KOMBAT crew, and welcome to the episode 3 of Doki Doki Literature Club. So 2 days before today, I made like 1 and 2 episodes in the 2 days that I should. I don't know. Anyway, I can't say more of this because I don't have the knowledge. So let's play the game. It's already Sunday. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Natsuki's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself if there is no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't mean help much. I wonder if she'll act any different when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, she's been texting me a lot. We sent each other one after changing numbers to double check, but it turned out into the conversation. She's almost a different personality on the phone, using tons of emoji and cute language. She also really likes complaining about things, but I kind of saw that one coming. But putting Natsuki aside, I haven't heard a thing from Sayori since she left club early the other day. It's not like what we text to each other all the time or anything, but I've been worried about it in the back of my mind. Between this what Sayori said and what Monica said, is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feelings aside when she might need me? I decided to visit Sayori before Natsuki comes over, rather than asking. I simply tell her I'm coming over, like much like we've done in the past. Once I reached Sayori's house, I knocked on the door before entering it myself. Again, we used to play so often that damn it, we made it a habit of entering each other's houses like we were family. The house is quiet. Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. It's already strange of her not to run down and greet me. I head up to her bedroom, where I finally find her. Sayori? Sayori! Hi, Sub-Zero. I sit down in her room. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she is different. There is a minute of silence between us. You haven't come over like this a long time, have you? I guess you're right. It has been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Sayori's room is as messy as it's always been. I also recognize the same stuffed animals and wall decorations that she's had for years now. If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess. That's because I end up cleaning it for you. How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Aren't you supposed to see Natsuki today? Yeah, but wait, how did you know that? Sayori has already left by the time we decided at that last meeting. Monica told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right? Ah, that's true. But what about you? Aren't you going to be helping Monica today? Of course, but I'm just helping her online, like social distancing. And okay, we didn't plan to meet up or anything. So it's just me and Natsuki then. Yep. There's more silence between us. Sayori stares in a random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing. After you left on Friday, when something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So, Sayori smiles, shaking her head. That's not good, Sub-Zero. Huh? Why can't it just be like it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have been thinking about me right now. But this is just my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me. Sayori! I grabbed Sayori by the shoulders. What on earth realm are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you, something bad. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. So tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Ah! Sayori gives me an empty smile. Empty smile as always. You really put me in the trap, Sub-Zero. But you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You just seen it for the first time. Am I? Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori? She slaps all the time, she can tell. You're really just going to make me saint, aren't you, Sub-Zero? I guess I have no choice this time. The thing is, I've had really bad depression in my whole life. Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days, I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do with anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and care into waste by having them spend it on me? That's what it feels like. And that's why I just want to make everyone happy, without anyone worrying about me. I'm in shock. What? I can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Sarah kept this from me and the entire time that I've known her? Is she really want so badly for me to not to just think about her? Why, Sayori? Eh? Why is it that you never told me about this? It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. Even if there is only so much that I could do. I would have tried a little bit harder, but to make every day a little better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you have to do was tell me. You don't understand at all, Sub-Zero. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you that you would have this waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes, but it also feels like a bat being swung against my head. That's why I want so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. But then, I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone in the club, it feels like a spirit going through my heart. What? Scorpion? Are you just doing that? She said a spirit going through my heart. Are you trying to rip her heart? I hope you don't. But if you do, I will kill you. So that's why. That's why I decided that the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt. You're right. I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori. But I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting, that's what I'll do. No, Sub-Zero. There's nothing at all. The only thing that could help is if everything could be like it always was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am. Tears stick down Sayori's face. I made you join the Logic Club because I was selfish, and I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. And now you came here, and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. And that's why I'm going to accept these punishments. because I deserve every last one. Without thinking, I once again grabbed Sayori's shoulders. This time, I pull her into a tight embrace. Sub-Zero! Sayori, I'm okay if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus. But please, never underestimate how much I care about you. I won't have any other way. Sub-Zero. Sayori isn't talking me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sayori's arms remain at her sides. She starts sobbing next to my ear. No! Don't do this to me. Please don't do this. Sub-Zero! Sayori barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but all I want is for her to know that I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away. And if there's anything that you need me to do, then you'd better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't. I don't know. I don't know. Gently, Sayori finally put her arms around me in return. I don't know anything. It's already scary. I don't understand any of my feelings, Sub-Zero. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. But your hugs are so warm, and that's really scary too. Sayori lets me go. As she does so, I let her go as well. The festival is tomorrow. Yeah. It's going to be fun, right? Yeah. How would you like for me to spend it with you? It's what I want. I promise. I think that would be nice then. Yeah. Sayori wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Of all days, this has to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel. No, don't. Please don't. If you did that, then I really wouldn't forgive you. But it's almost time for Natsuki to meet me at my house. At the very least, do you want to come along and help out? It would be fun. To my surprise, Sayori shakes her head. I'm sorry. I don't know if that would be very good for me today. You understand, right? It's kind of hard for me to fully understand, but I'm trying my hardest. It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Alright. I look forward to it. I say goodbye to Sayori and exit her house. On the way home, I find myself still feeling uneasy, but it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Natsuki is about to come over too. I think Sayori is right. I shouldn't be worrying too much, and we're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. I spent only a few minutes back at home, and she was still awaiting Natsuki's arrival. Before I know it, she texts me to let me know she's outside the front door. Without delay, I opened the front door to let her in. Sup? Hey! I don't know what I was expecting, but seeing Natsuki is in something other than her school uniform totally turned me off. Seeing her in such cute clothes makes the uniform seems totally unfitting in comparison. Jeez, don't make me feel so awkward already. It's gonna be a long afternoon, so don't be weird just because you're not used to seeing me outside of school. Anyway, I'm coming in. I see you brought a lot of stuff. Natsuki is carrying a large black bag that is probably full of baking supplies. Well, I didn't want to come all this way to find out that your kitchen isn't equipped for the job. Natsuki, I have all the cold things in my kitchen. So you don't like to eat them all because they are so cold and they are all freezed. You bought everything I asked you to, right? Yeah, I did. I just froze them all. What am I saying? Yesterday, Natsuki asked me to buy a bunch of ingredients that if I didn't already have them at home. Good. Glad I could count on you to do your part. Well, of course. I'm surprised to hear Natsuki suddenly say that rather than something snarky like she usually does. Could it be that she is a little different outside of school after all? Anyway, let's go to the kitchen. What? You're not even gonna offer to take this heavy bag from me? Where's your hospitality, Sub-Zero? Come on! Since when did I need to be a gentleman? I grabbed the bag, not taking hold out to me. This is ridiculously heavy. I carried that all the way here. Are you impressed? I see now. Yeah, I am impressed, Natsuki. It seems like I always underestimated you. It's because I'm so small, isn't it? You jerk. I'm not a jerk. Natsuki hits a fist into my chest. Hey! Hey! Your size has nothing to do with it. Do you really hate being small that much? Eh? It's not like I hate it. I mean, sometimes I like proving people wrong when they only think I'm worth my size. It's fun when I get to be small and also better than other people. But, jeez, never mind. What are you making me say? Don't think you can make me talk about weird things just because we're not at school. Anyway, I forget I don't know what. There's a lot of stuff I gotta teach you. What? That's a little bit more like you. You're more fun when you just speak your mind like that. Hey! Now you're trying to treat me like a kid. I was just trying to be a little nicer to you, you know. And just because I don't have a mature and sexy figure like Yuri doesn't mean you should treat me like... Natsuki catches her word and her face turns red. Natsuki, forget it. I didn't say anything. I should apologize. I appreciate that you're trying to be nicer. I should have been a little more considerate too. But also, if that's what you're thinking, then you should know that there are a ton of guys who are into body types like yours. How would you know that anyway? Just trust me on this one. Gross! Hey! Was that to me? Who else? Man, let's just get started already. Jeez! you get all so man, like your calls you gross. I finally found your weakness, Sub-Zero. That's not my weakness. Please spare me. But if Natsuki decided to dish out more insults like that, there is no way I'm not fighting back. But she's satisfied enough for now. Finally starting to pull things out of her bag so everything gets started. Before long, the whole kitchen is a mess. Spoons, jelly balls, flour, spilled, and plastic bags are strewn about every countertop. The mixer isn't big enough to make all the batter at once, so we would have to do it several times. Meanwhile, Natsuki is babysitting all of my movements to make sure I don't mess up her precious baking. Sub-Zero, where did you put the food coloring? The batter is going in the oven soon, so I need to fill the trays. I think it's in the back next to the table. What are you using it for? To color the batter, of course. I'm making each tray of a different color. That way, even if the flowers aren't different, everyone can still pick their favorites. That's a cute idea. Are we doing anything like that with the icing? Do you want to? You're asking me. I don't let her have a present, so come on. You're not putting in your heart into this at all. Can't you at least try to have fun? I'm having fun. I'm not really sure what Natsuki is trying to get out of me. Meanwhile, I see her separate the batter into smaller bowls and put a few drops of food coloring into each. Uh, uh. Ah, that does look pretty cool. See? It's not like the kid is just about the following instructions. The presentation is where you get to be creative and have the most fun. It's a million times more worth it in the end if just looking at it make everyone's eyes lighten up. Like the ones you made on my first day, huh? I recall Natsuki proudly presenting her cut-shaped cupcakes and Sayori and Monika's delighted expressions. I wonder if I can make Natsuki proud like that too. Yeah, maybe I will use for the food coloring then. Sounds like you're silent that you understand. Just make sure you come to finish mixing the icing before you mess with the food coloring. Yeah, it's getting there. We're using the electric mixer for the batter, so I got stuck with the whisk and huge bowl for the icing. Eh? The icing's still lumpy. Are you even trying? Well, yeah. It'll just take a little longer. Jeez, I'll be there all night if you do it like that. Here, look! Natsuki grabs the whisk from me and uses her other hand to tilt the bowl back. You only need to beat the crap out of it. After a few seconds, the consistency of the icing has already improved. See? As if to impress, Natsuki sticks a finger in the icing and pops in her mouth. I recall Charlie start to do the same. Hey! Natsuki suddenly grabs my wrist. I don't want your gross fingers in my icing. Your icing, eh? Are you forgetting who did all the work? My ice balls! I start to fight back, trying to itch my finger toward the bowl. Don't make me beat the crap out of you next. I'd like to see you try. I push harder, just enough for my finger to reach the icing. I try and pull scoop some with my finger, just as Natsuki ducked with all her might. Ah! The force of Natsuki pulling me causes me to stumble, making her stumble in return. Gross! You got it on my face! Whose fault is that? Huh? There's a big glop on icing on Natsuki's cheek. She tries to reach it with her tongue, but it's too far away. Jeez! You know what? Take this! Natsuki instead wipes out her fingers before showing her finger toward my own face. You wish! I'm faster. I grab her wrist with my hand before it reaches my face. Natsuki tries to use her other hand to fight back, but I got up that one as well. Ha! Stop! What? Are you being tickled? Not until you apologize for calling me gross. Fine, fine. I'm sorry for calling you gross. You know, I don't mean it. It's just fun seeing and react to it. You do that to me all the time, you know. Saying dumb things just to get a reaction out of me. You really should tease girls like that. Is that so? In that case, I probably shouldn't do this either. I take Natsuki's finger and put it in my mouth, licking off the icing. What? Did you just seriously? Oh! Natsuki is so surprised that she can't even figure out how to get mad at me. Her face is entirely red. Sub-Zero. You really shouldn't do that kind of thing to girls unless you really like them. You know that, right? What kind of question is she asking me? Just like that. How did the mood turn to this so quickly? Natsuki gazes at me in silence. I notice her swallow breaths. What am I starting to feel dizzy? Eh? Dizzy. I don't know if the fire alarm starts going off. Natsuki rushes over to the oven. Is something burning? I thought you didn't put the cupcakes in yet. No wonder. You left a dirty tray in there, dummy. How could you make a mistake like that? You should have checked before turning the oven on. Don't blame me for your mistake. Jeez! Natsuki uses an oven mitt to grab the blackened tray out of the oven. She sits in the top of the stove. In another moment, the fire alarm stops. Anyway, I'm putting them in the oven now. Yeah! The tension from the moment before still lingers over our heads. But the moment has already been lost. I watch as Natsuki slides the cupcake trays into the oven. Then, I reluctantly picked up the whisk and continued with the icing like nothing ever happened. Ah, that smells so good! The cupcakes are ready to be pulled up off the oven. As soon as Natsuki opens the oven door, a blast of sweet-smelling warm air fills the room. Look at how cute they all look. She proudly shows up the different colored cupcakes in each of the trays. They'll look even better once we add the icing. Not like you need to tell me that. I brought decorating stuff, so I hope you can get creative. Here, scoop the icing into these bags. Natsuki hands me some plastic bags. I have these nozzles that will make it look nice and fluffy. This one can even make flowers. We won't be using it for this time in dough. What's this one for? I pick up the nozzles that has a much thinner tip than the others. That one is really thin, so you can use it for make stripes or other patterns. But you can also use it to write stuff on the cake, like happy birthday or whatever. Huh, I see. That gives me an idea actually. Huh? Well, it's a little event, right? We could make it more little themed by writing a different word on each of the cupcakes. It would be fun to see people choose their cupcake based on a word they like. Ooh. I was kind of expecting you to say something really stupid, but that's actually a really cute idea, so maybe I'm getting it from you. What's that supposed to mean? I'm not cute. Come on. We're not at school. Nobody's judging. You can't dress and act like this and not expect me to think you're cute. Well, Natsuki's voice trails off. Same with you. Huh? Did you sing something? No, nothing. Let's just do the icing. Natsuki picks up the paste and fastens a nozzle onto each of the bags. There's a lot of do. There's a lot to do. We shouldn't be wasting time. Here, I'll show you how to do it. Without giving me the chance to think about it before, Natsuki quickly moves on. She shows me how to apply the icing that we each get to work. When we're finally finished, Natsuki puts them all side by side to admire our work. Look at how pretty they are together. Yeah, they aren't they? I wish I could one now. Well, there is no reason you can't, right? I don't see any harm in that. Well, yeah, but my dad's making dinner tonight, so I really need to say my apprentice. Sayori is the exact opposite in that regard. If she was here, she would probably be down to 10 cupcakes already, and she would still eat dinner. Come on, that's just unhealthy. Besides, when my dad cooks, I need to eat as much of it as I can. Well, anyway, I was hoping we would have the time for manga, but I need to be home for dinner. Already? That's a shame. It's your fault for working so slowly. You should have thought about that. It's not like you always have this chance. Man. As usual, Natsuki plays the blame on me. You can bring the cupcakes tomorrow, right? If you and Sayori each carry some, then you can probably do it in one trip. Yeah, I can do that. And don't worry, I won't let her eat any. I wish she would listen to me the way she listens to you. Yeah, I can think back to the conversation I had with Sayori earlier today. I felt so helpless. Sayori always does listen to me, but at the point it felt like she couldn't listen to me at all. Okay, I'm all packed up. Good work today. You too. I'll let you out, I guess. Just like that, Natsuki is already about to leave. It feels like the afternoon went by in a flash. More than that, did I even take the opportunity to get closer to her like I wanted? Well, I guess I'll be off then. Thanks for all the help and everything. I'll see you tomorrow. Wait, Natsuki. What you said before about not always having this chance? It doesn't have to be the way that I played at all. I had fun today. You should be the fun baking can be, like you wanted. But aside from that, you can come over every time, okay? I think that's if possible. I'd like to spend more time like this. If you want to read manga or go out somewhere, do you really mean that? Natsuki looks at me tensely, like he's trying to hide an expression. Yeah, I want to spend more time with you. Sub-Zero. I thought you only cared about getting this done. Ooh, I'm sure I have to leave so early today. I really didn't want to. I would really stay here longer if I could. I feel the same way as you, so... Natsuki suddenly gets closer to me. Wait, Natsuki! Studying his ages from me, Natsuki looks up at me. I feel her fingers gently clutches at the side of my shirt, as if holding onto me. Her rose-colored cheeks and imagined eyes will fill my vision, along with her slightly parted lips. What is happening? My head started to go dizzy as I feel her stop breaths against me. I felt it for a while now. Natsuki suddenly jumps back. Sayori? Huh? Ah, hi, Sub-Zero. Sayori! Just now we weren't. It's okay, Sub-Zero. I just stopped by to say hi. Well, you should have come to a little earlier. I'm already on my way out, so... Oh, really? That's too bad. Yeah, well, I'll still see you at the festival tomorrow, so it's fine. Just don't eat cupcakes before then. Anyway, later. Clearly flustered, Natsuki's hurries out and Sayori waves goodbye. Sayori, I thought you didn't want to come over today. Well, I tried staying in my room, but my imagination was really being really mean to me. So I had to come over here and see it for myself. See what? What are you talking about? You know, how much fun you were having with that Natsuki, and how close you got to her. Makes me really happy that you made us such good at friends. That's all that matters to me. Tears start to fall down Sayori's face. That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way, Sub-Zero? I'm supposed to be happy to you. Why does it feel like my heart's playing in hell? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. This would be so much if I could just disappear. Sayori, don't say that. It's true, Sub-Zero. If it wasn't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. Monica was right. I should just... Monica? Monica was right about what? Sayori, what I said before is true. I'm not going to let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't the burden your mind is making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. It's something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. So if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm going to be by your side until you don't feel any more pain. But Sayori looks away. I put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her. I'm scared, Sub-Zero. I'm really scared. What are you scared of, Sayori? I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me. Sayori? It's true, isn't it? I was weak and decided to like you too much. I did this to myself, Sub-Zero. I like you so much that I want to die. That's how I feel. And that's enough, Sayori. I don't want to hurt anyone. I don't want you to hurt anyone. I slide my hands down in Sayori's arm and squeeze her hand in my own. Do you remember how I said I always knew what's best for you? Do you still believe me? Wordless Sayori nods. Even if you don't understand all of your own feelings, I know that's what you need the most right now, and that's what I'm going to give it to you. Sayori, I love you. Huh? Those are my true feelings, so there's no way you could like them more than I like you. I should have realized it sooner, but spending time with everyone at the club, making new friends, and having fun with you every day, it helped me realize that you are truly the most important person to help me. That's why I'll accept any of your burdens. As long as we continue like this every day, with you by my side, then I know we'll both be happy. Sub-Zero! It's just a man. Okay. Suddenly Sayori wrapped her arms tightly around me. Sub-Zero, is this really okay? Yeah. I hold Sayori in my arms and pull her closer. You'll never have to let go of me again. I love you, Sub-Zero. I want to be with you forever. Me too. I feel Sayori's grip around me breaking a little bit. What is this? Sayori, I'm supposed to be happy right now. I always thought this would be the happiest moment for me. But why? Even now, why won't the rain clouds go away? They're not going away at all, Sub-Zero. It's okay, Sayori. It might take some time for things to get better again. But no matter how long it takes, I'll be there every step of the way. That's all that matters right now. Okay? I trust you. Sayori and I slowly release each other. So, I guess that makes the festival tomorrow our first date, huh? What are you saying? I don't want to think about those things, you know. I want everything to be the same as it always has been. Even if we are a couple, I don't know if I could handle anything more right now. It's really new and scary to me. I understand. We'll get whatever suits you the best. Hey, Sub-Zero. Sayori gazes at me once again, smiling sadly. Even if I get really sad, this is the best thing for me, right? Huh? I don't really understand what Sayori means by that. Are you saying that this is making you feel sad, Sayori? I don't know. I don't understand what I'm feeling. It felt like a bunch of thorns when you told me that you love me, but that's why I want to trust you. You know what's best for me? Yeah, I do. That's my promise. I said that, but in reality, I never felt more uncertain when it comes to Sayori. I know that I love her and she loves me, but I'm having as much trouble understanding Sayori's feelings as she is. Even though I can confront her, I keep wondering if I should be doing something more or something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me and until things are back to the way they were. Is that what Sayori meant by not wanting anything to change? I don't know, but I know that I'll give it everything I've got. Sayori is the most important person to me, and I'll do whatever it takes to have a future with her. It's the day of the festival. Of all days, I have expected this to be one where I'll be walking to school with Sayori. But Sayori isn't answering her phone. I considered going to her house, wake her up, but decided that that's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparation for the event should be nearly complete. I managed to carry all the cupcakes myself by carefully stacking two trays. Natsuki is already texting up a storm, but I can't respond. The text in my hands being full. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over, so I can spend time with Sayori and Natsuki at the festival. But knowing Monica, I'm sure the event will be great too. Sub-Zero! You're the first one here. Thanks for being early. That's funny. I thought at least you would be here by now. Monica displays little booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. They must be ones she prepared to have all the poems were performing. And yet, I found a really branded poem online that I thought Monica would like and submitted it. So that's what I'll be performing. I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you. Yeah, she always slept with her again. That dummy. You'd think that on days that this important shit try a little harder. I say that, but I suddenly remember what Sayori told me yesterday. And I suddenly feel awful knowing it's not nearly that simple for her. I only said it because it's the way I'm used to thinking. But maybe I should have gone to wake her up at all? You should take a little responsibility for her, Sub-Zero. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday. You could have left her hanging this morning, you know. Exchange? Monica, you know about that? Of course I do. I'm the college president after all. but I still embraced. Did Sayori really tell her about it that quickly? That we're a couple now? I don't really plan on bringing it up with anyone yet. Jeez, you don't know the full story at all, so don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you think. Eh? Malika has been as friendly as usual, but some reason to hell I felt a chill down my spine after hearing that. Hey, do you want me to check out the pamphlets? They came out really nice. Yeah, sure. I grabbed one of the pamphlets that lay out of the desk. Oh yeah, they really did. Something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously. Yeah, I thought so too. I flipped up the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed off its own page, giving it an almost professional feel. I recognized Natsuki's Yuri's poems from the ones they performed during our practice. What's this? I found the Sayori's poem. It's different from the one she practiced. It's one that I haven't read before. What is this? Oh God. Get out of my head. 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 I mean, get out of my head. She said, get out of my head before I do what I know is best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me. Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. But I promise never actually finished. It just stops moving. Are you kidding me? Uh-huh. What is this? Reading the poem, I get a pit in my stomach. Sub-Zero? What's wrong? Oh, nothing? This poem feels completely different from everything else Sayori's written. But more than that, I changed my mind. I'm gonna get Sayori, so... Well, alright. Try not to take too long, okay? I quickly leave the classroom. Don't strain yourself. Marka calls that off after me. I could quicken my pace. What happened to Sayori? What was I thinking? I should have tried a little bit harder to do for Sayori. It's not a big deal to at least wait for her or help her wake up. Even the simple gesture of walking her to school makes her really happy. Besides, sorry. I told her yesterday that things will be the same as they were always have been. That's all she needs, and I want to give it to her. I reach Sayori's house and come knock on the door. I don't expect an answer, but she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I opened the door and let myself in. Sayori? Sorry. She really is a heavy sleeper. I swallow. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking her up in her own house. That's really something that a boyfriend would do, isn't it? In any case, it's just feels right. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on the door. Sayori, wake up, dummy! There's no response. Am I going to do this in Sayori's death? I know you didn't want to enter the room like this. Isn't that kind of breach of privacy? But she really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. Sayo! Oh my God! No! Sayori! No! Oh no! What have you done? Why did you kill yourself? Why did you kill yourself? What the hell? What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way that this can't be real. Saying wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. This is why I can't believe my eyes are showing me. Oh, sorry. I suppressed a huge small vomit. Just yesterday, I told Sarah I would be there for her. I told her I know what's best and that everything will be okay. And then why? Why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Confessing to her. I shouldn't have confessed to her. That's not what Sarah needed at all. She even told me how painful it is for others to care about her. Then why did I confess to her and make her even feel Even worse! Why was I so selfish? This is my fault. My servant keep telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. If I just spent more time with her, left her to school, and remained with friends with her that I've always been, then I could have prevented this. I know I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club. Screw the festival. I just lost my best friend. Someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I do can bring her back. This isn't some game where I can reset and try something different. I hope they had one chance and I wasn't careful enough. And now I'll carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers. But I still couldn't do what she needed from me. And now, I can never take it back. Never! 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 Sorry. The end? How can it... Oh God. Oh my God. Okay, let's press the button. Okay, I see a young girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air, like she's totally oblivious to any attention when she's might draw to herself. Okay, okay, let's go. The girl is, oh my God, my neighbor is good friends, but she's, you know, the kind of good friend that you never see yourself making today. But it's just kind of works out because you will know each other for so long. You used to walk to school together on the days like this. But studying around like school, she would always sleep more and more. Very quickly, I would try to get her weighted up. But it's true that she changed me after this. I almost feel better off running away. However, it's a sight and I go for of course and let's catch up to me. I don't like this. 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 Get out of my head. It's not that it's schooling like any other. Mornings are usually the worst. Being surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. Meanwhile, I always walk to school alone. I always tell myself it's about time I met some girls or something like that, but I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content just being an average while spending my free time on games and anime. There is always an anime club, but it's not like there would be any girls in it anyway. The school day is already as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. There really aren't any that interest me. Besides, most of them will probably be way too demanding for me to deal with. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Sub-Zero? Who's this? Monica? Oh my goodness, I totally didn't expect to see you here. It's been a while, right? Yes. Monica smiles sweetly. We don't know each other well. We really talked, but we were in the same class every year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class, smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically complete out of my league. Having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little. What did you come here for anyway? Oh, I've just been looking for some supplies to use my club. Do you know if there is any concentration paper in there or markers? I guess you could check the closet. You're in the debate club, right? About that, I actually quit the debate club. Really, you quit? Yeah. To be honest, I guess all the politics are in the major clubs. It feels like I'm nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I had much to take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. In that case, what club did you decide to join? Actually, I'm deciding on a new one. A literature club. Literature? That sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far? It's kind of embarrassing, but there are only 3 of us so far. It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds too boring. Well, I can see that, but it's really not boring at all, you know. Those who can be reading anything, reading and writing poetry. I mean, one of my members really keeping her manga collection in the club room. Wait, really? Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists that manga is literature too. Natsuki? I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. Besides, that member is a member, right? Did manga say she? Hey, Sub-Zero. By any chance, are you still looking for the club to join? I mean, I guess so, but in that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favor? I was asking you to join, but if you could at the very last visit my club, it would really make me really happy. Please? Well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I even refuse someone like Monica? Sure, I guess I could check it out. Awesome! You're really sweet, Sub-Zero, you know that? Am I? After my friend just go? It's nothing really. Shall we go then? I'll look at the materials on it is all the time you're more important. And thus, today's marks the day I sold my soul to Monica and then in service smile. I timidly followed Monica across the school and upstairs a section of the school I really visit being generally used for third year's classes and activities. Monica, full of energy, springs over the classroom door. I'm back, and I brought a guest with me. Huh? A guest? Seriously, you brought a ninja again? Ridicule that atmosphere. Don't be mean, Natsuki. But anyway, welcome to the club, Sub-Zero. Sub-Zero says nothing. I'm not saying anything. Almost escaped me in this situation. Because this club is full of incredible cute girls. So let me guess. You're Monica's boyfriend, right? What? No, I'm not. Natsuki, the girl with the sword attitude whose name is apparently Natsuki, is what I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she probably their first year. Anyway, this is Natsuki emerging as usual, and this is Yuri, the vice president. It's nice to meet you. Yuri, who appears comparatively more nature with time, that seems to have a hard time with keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's nice to meet both of you. So I ran into Sub-Zero in the classroom. He decided to come check out the club. Isn't that great? Wait, Monica! Didn't I tell you to let me know you need that advance before you brought anyone new? I was good, well, you know... Sorry, I didn't forget that, but it just happened to run a trip. In that case, I should at least make some tea, right? Yeah, that would be great. Why don't you come sit down, Sub-Zero? The girls have a few desks arranged from a table. Yuri walks out of the door in the corner of the room and opens the closet. Meanwhile, Monica and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still feeling like I take a seat next to Monica. So I know you didn't really plan on coming here. But we'll make sure you feel it right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. I'm surprised there aren't any more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. If you could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting all of the effort to start something brand new, especially when something that doesn't grab their attention like literature. You have to work hard and convince these people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But make sure school events like the festival are much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we gratitude. Right, Natsuki? Well, I think the community agrees. Such different girls all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these two. Yuri returns to the table, carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before sitting down on the teapot in the middle. You keep that with the whole set in the classroom. Don't worry, the teachers give us permission. After all, it doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book. I guess. Don't let yourself get imitated. You're just trying to impress you. That's not. Oh, that's the same thing before. I believe you. Okay, Judy, I'm glad. Yeah. I remember everything. Manga, yes. Well, I know all of them all. Yeah. they're all the same thing. They're all the same thing, you know. That's what maybe. Oh, yeah. I have to. Well, it's just okay. Well, I have to skip everything, like everything, because we're all done right now. So, guys, I have to save the game because we are ending this chapter right now, and we will back for more. Maybe tomorrow, maybe another time. Goodbye, everybody.